Good evening from New York. I'm Chris Hayes. Well, Donald Trump is single-handedly, unilaterally, and for no reason, plunging America into economic crisis. I've never seen anything like this at all in the decades I've covered politics. Now, you should note, he promised to do this on the campaign trail time and time again. And despite the many hopes and prayers and justifications among Wall Street traders and CEOs that it was all just campaign talk, guess what? Trump today announced he was imposing tariffs, national sales tax on imports, on everything the United States imports, plus additional taxes of double digits on everything coming to the U.S. from dozens of others of countries. This was essentially the worst case scenario.
And the market reaction after hours, I've never seen anything like it.
You've got a lot of small companies with small margins that are going to be hurt by this, put out of business.
If you saw the post-market reaction, it was kind of down across the board. People are looking at their 401ks, and they worry about it.
This, I think fair to say, is worse than the worst case scenario of the tariffs that many in the market expected the president to impose.
Prices of everything, and I mean smartphones, computers, cars, clothes, shoes, avocados, it's all about to go up on everybody. Now, Donald Trump, and this was a tell, waited until market gets closed, and in a bizarre, incoherent, and genuinely worrying performance, imposed a $6 trillion tax hike on Americans, something that I'm pretty sure has never been done in American history.
How can anybody be upset? They will be, because we never charge anybody anything, but now we're going to charge. European Union, they're very tough, very, very tough traders. You think of the European Union, very friendly. They rip us off. It's so sad to see. It's so pathetic. 39%, we're going to charge them 20%, so we're charging them essentially half.
Okay, I got to just say this real quick, and we're going to get into this later in the show. It's a lie. It's utter nonsense. The European Union charges the U.S. a 39% tariff. That's obviously preposterous. It's totally invented. We don't even know where that number comes from. Okay, we're going to get into where it might come from later in the show, but just keep that in mind. Now, aside from the fact they made up all the numbers and completely fabricated this retaliation, economists are saying this will absolutely kill American growth. It's going to lead to price inflation, a possible recession, possibly a combination of both. The much feared stagflation. In fact, before Trump's announcement, right, lots of folks were trying to run the numbers. And the worst case scenario outlined by the credit rating agency Moody's, which was a 20% blanket tariff on all imports, estimated up to 5.5 million job losses, which would send the unemployment rate up to 7%, the worst since the Great Recession, and cause the country's GDP to sink by 1.7%. But today's announcement appears to be in excess of that. The worst since COVID, I guess I should say. Again, I'm struggling to communicate just how nuts this all is. It's really hard to get a sense of what this all adds up to, but one analytics firm estimates this will rocket the effective U.S. tariff rate back up to 1930s level. Look at that chart, right? 1930s level, when the infamous Smoot-Hawley tariffs helped deepen and prolong the Great Depression. And all this comes one day after the worst political outing so far for Trump and the Republican Party in the new administration. Even before he waterboarded the economy today, Trump and his billionaire unelected co-president Elon Musk had basically inspired an unbelievably broad-based rebellion among ordinary voters.